So, if you're someone like me, you're probably always constantly looking for some sort of cheat codes, some ways to optimize your life to be able to just make faster progress in your self improvement, self development journey, business journey, fitness journey, whatever it is. You want to just get better, you want to improve, and you want to make progress. But a lot of the times, we simply get down this rabbit hole searching for the best cheat code, the best shortcut, the best way to optimize our life. And we get into those rabbit holes which literally just get us nowhere. And today in this video, I want to share with you an actual actionable thing that is so easy to implement, right? And it works so well. It has been life-changing for me, both in my fitness journey, in my self-improvement journey, in my business journey, in literally every type of a self-development journey you can have. And I think that you will, if of course you take action, you will very benefit from this advice that I'm about to share with you. So listen carefully, because this is not complicated. This is simple, but this is very powerful. So some quick context. I am 17 years old. I own an online growth operating agency. I go to school currently at the moment, not for long though. And I have been, doing calisthenics for around 3 years, just constantly on a self improvement journey. And uh, what has been one of the most important factors to all of the life that I've currently built, right? Because I'm not perfect, I'm not at the top, but I am very happy with the physique that I have, with the cash flow that I receive from my business, all of these things that a long time ago I would be fantasizing about. The thing that helped me to get here was not some sort of habit, morning routine, because that can only work for so long, right? It eventually just stops working and it doesn't get you far. What helped me was networking, right? And I want to give you an example of how you can actually utilize networking and some analogy that I've created myself, which I think you might be able to relate with it. So, a lot of the times, when you think of networking, you think that you need someone who has the exact same goals as you, who thinks exactly the same, who is perhaps further than you, lower than you, whatever, but just someone who has the exact same ideas, the exact same goals, the exact same worldview, in order for you to network with them. But this is simply not the case. You don't need to have someone you agree with 100%. You can have different goals in different areas. You just simply need to find people who excel at certain areas where you also want to excel, but perhaps you only take advice from them or value from them in that area where you want to excel. So, how I like to think of it is like Lego pieces, right? You can simply build a character, or you can build a house or whatever, simply by choosing specific Lego pieces. And in this case, this can be, let's say, skills or goals. For example, if you want to become fit, get someone who is fit to be your friend, to go to the gym with you, okay? Or just simply has the goal to be fit, right? Not necessarily already has achieved it, but just someone who has the goal to go there and get fit. So that's what you start doing together. Perhaps that person doesn't share the same religious views as you and is not interested in, for example, Catholicism, but then you can find someone else who's interested in Catholicism, the other Lego piece, and start going to church with that person, okay? Then you can perhaps find someone who also does some sort of an online business, okay? And you start interacting with him through messages, you get on calls with him, you do brainstorming, networking, right? So this basically what I'm trying to get to is that you don't need to find people who have almost the exact same goals as you. You need to only find a person who has a similar goal as you in just one area of your life. And then you can just build your life with these little Lego pieces and build yourself like a little house and surround yourself by those people. And they will be constantly motivating you in that specific area of your life where you want to excel. And this is very powerful. This has been the key to improving for me. But for example, in fitness, I just simply found a friend, decided to go with him to the park, and I've been going with him ever since. training calisthenics already for 3 years. So both me and him, we might have missed a bunch of workouts, but we had each other to, you know, stay accountable. And then I also have the same friend who has the similar goals in business and then also in religion. So I've been lucky to find basically an all-in-one fit, right, with one person. But then I also have some other people who are also in my life, but they're only interested in business and they're only successful in business. So I use them in my network. Okay, I have those people inside my network. Then I have other people who are, just particularly good at calisthenics, and then I take calisthenics advice from them. Simply surrounding yourself with these people will not only help you with the knowledge part, but also staying disciplined, staying motivated. You will stop feeling lonely, right? You don't need to feel like you're, all alone, like a lone wolf here. You have no one with you. You're suffering. No, it needs to be a fun journey because it is your life. You don't need to be suffering constantly. What you need to have is just an enjoyable journey because this is your life, right? This is not some sort of a temporary thing you go through and then it ends and then you go to finally live your life. No, you live your life every single day. So why not just enjoy everything, right? And in order to enjoy it, you simply get other people to be with you. It's so much more exciting to have someone on this journey. So just think of what are those people in your life whom you could just have a closer relation with and just start networking more, have similar goals. Perhaps you can get just one friend to start going to the gym with you or one friend to start a business with you. Just, you know a lot of these small things might loads of these small Lego pieces might be constructed into one amazing thing, which is your life. So this is my advice. Hopefully this helps. If you watched this far, I'm surprised, um, but I'm grateful. Thank you for watching. God bless you.